Hello, how are you?
Brother, I'm very good. Thank you for having me here. How are you
No
doing?
problem. I'm good, good. No, thank you very much for coming on. It's
Absolutely.
good.
It's a pleasure. I have a friend in here as well, yeah, so he's gonna be
Undefeated.
undefeated, man. He's gonna be here with us all the time, you know. Hasbullah is a
Perfect.
legend. Hasbullah, oh shout out to Hasbullah, okay? No doubt he would be undefeated for the rest of his life anyway, all right. So
Oh, he will. Number one pay-per-view draw. More
abs
views than Conor McGregor and Khabib combined, I'd say.
absolutely 100%. Nice one,
How are
yeah.
you?
Yeah,
How are
not too
you?
bad. Not too bad. Feeling great, feeling good. Last few details were adjusted this week, and looking forward to Saturday. We'll see what's going to happen. I have some predictions. I don't like to talk too much, prior to the fight. I like to speak in the cage with my fist, so I won't be, saying some tough words at the moment. But I hope everyone will tune up who would like to see the fight, and the rest is gonna be shown on the night. So that's
Yeah.
basically that's basically all what I can say right now.
It's a good card. Are you excited for fighting for the title, the super welterweight title? Would this be the first title you're fighting for?
That's my first championship fight. So yes, absolutely, I'm super excited. I spent training like MMA for a good while. I invested a lot into it. I have a family and stuff. I'm leaving them back home when I'm going to the gym. I'm closing door each time, and I know I won't turn back the time. So for me, this is super important. And I'm ready to showcase, all what I've been doing right now. Jesus, my dog just fell down.
Is he okay?
Is he okay? It's not a dog actually,
I
It's
know
it's
it's the
it's 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 the papaja, and I would like to say one thing in regards to this thing. Like, everyone thinks like that's Khabib's thing, like, that's Khabib's head, like, like only Khabib's wear that. So I would like to put this, and I would like to explain to everyone that this isn't Khabib's thing. This is something which our ancestry, like our roots, are like our fathers of our fathers were wearing when back in Caucasian mountains, and this is just something which has been worn by every single man, whoever was a man. So um, just to kind of explain, that this is not something which Khabib came up with. This is something
yeah.
which is a part of the nation, or of the traditions, of the Caucasian people. So that's why I have it as well. It's original. It actually smells like a goat. If you can smell
Yeah.
that, I'll bring it over on Saturday night, and
Do
we'll
do
talk
you
about
wear
it.
it on your walkouts? No?
I don't wear it, you see, and you know why I don't wear it? Because everyone will then think that, oh, he wants to be like Habib. He's like Habib like. And I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not Habib, like, I'm Maga, and I all respect to Habib. Habib's just he's one of the best fighters anyway in the world. But I just don't. I would like people to remember me as Maga, and not as someone who was trying to be like someone else. If if
Yeah,
if
you
that
want
makes sense.
yeah, have your own identity, not someone who wanted to replicate someone else's identity.
Absolutely. If I can just say in here, I can see the lads in here are cheering me up. Like uh, my brother is watching, my coach is watching. So all shout out to the lads from the gym, to Rory, my old friend in here from Donegal. He knows me since I came to Ireland, and Ben Sheehan, one of my biggest challenges in the gym. So thank you, out
Good.
lads, that you're watching. Anyway.
Yeah, you were saying with MMA, will this is this are you going to go pro eventually?
Absolutely, that's the plan. That's why I do it all like since like, let's be honest. Everyone who is starting, like, there is part of the people which are looking straight away on the pro career, and there is a part which are just doing it because they like to train. They would like to change their life. They would like to train because they just would like to do something else. I'm the second part. Okay, so I'll be very honest. I didn't really when I started training MMA. I wasn't one of those which was like, oh, I'm gonna go pro straight away, like, and I'm gonna make a big money of it, or you know, something similar. I still don't see it as an income, you know, like as that I'm gonna be making money, but it turned into something which I can see that I can in the future be successful in, and you know, lately I feel that it's time to show the world and or show like
Oh.
Republic of Ingushetia back home that I'm worth it, you know, that I would like to prove that whatever I was doing last 4 or 5 years, you know, it will be worth. So, you know,
Yeah, it will pay off eventually. So,
absolutely.
how long do you plan on staying at amateur? Do you plan on getting a lot more experience at amateur?
Dave, no, not really. To be honest, this fight and this fight. So I'm gonna be fighting for Cage Legacy now. Whoever is watching and doesn't know, I'm gonna be fighting this Saturday, 16th of October, against Troy Gibson, which is very experienced fighter. He's 7-1 in amateurs. I believe that he should be turning pro soon as well, because with the experience he has, he has a big chances to be successful in pro ranks. And after this fight, I have another fight scheduled, 2 fights, I believe.
Two
I'm
fights
gonna
after
be
this.
2 fights, actually 2 fights in one night this year.
Oh,
Um,
really?
21st of November, uh, Declan Allen. He's doing an IUR show. I don't know if
Yeah,
you.
the IUR show. Yeah, he's the. Is it for the lightweight tournament? Is it?
It's the lightweight tournament. It's the four man tournament of so four lightweights are gonna meet in one night. So there will be like 2 people fighting, then 2 people fighting, and then winner of each of the
Mhm.
fights is gonna get the opportunity to fight for the belt. So it's, you know, it's like the classic Jean-Claude Van Damme, you know, all the good old movies, you know, when all the fighters meet up, you know, and you fight few fights in one night, and one of them will be a winner. So that's something which is not around. So I would like you, everyone who is watching, or everyone who will be watching this, I would like you to follow up the IUR, because the owner of the show is doing a good thing. And even the last show, I have to say that I felt really good. The way as the setup was made was all for the fighters, and everything was so smooth, everything was so on the time that there were no struggles. So I literally feel really good. I believe that he's gonna stick with it, and he's gonna provide the, you know, like the top possibilities for fighters anyway for future. So that's for the plan, and then maybe towards the end of the year we'll see how that's gonna go. I have to obviously discuss this with my coaches, because it's not just my call. But I would like to have one last fight this year in Slovakia in Titan Fight Night with promoter Marek Herde. He's one of the promoters which was really trying to help me, you know, from the start, and I still get a lot of support from him. So that's the plan in my amateur career. And then next year, from the start of the year, I'm planning to focus on training for a pro fight. And if everything goes well, in maybe middle of 2022, I'm planning to fight pro. So anyway, that's the plan. You see, anything can change. This is not like a computer game, you know.
Yeah.
And this is a real life. The injuries are part of the training, part of the fights. They can put you off for a while, and I'm still staying and hope that it won't be the case. But you know, I'm staying kind of grounded, and I you know, like, I accept it. If it's gonna come, and if it's gonna delay my plans, that's okay. But my plans are still there. So yes, eventually I'm gonna turn pro.
Oh no, perfect. That sounds good. At the minute, especially with, I'd say the pandemic had put a halt. I'd say, would you have gone pro already if the pandemic hadn't hit? Because there's a space of between when you last fought and you fought Dennis in the last fight, there's a big gap, obviously, due to the pandemic. Do you think you would have turned pro already if it wasn't for the pandemic?
Yes, the good, very good question. Yes, the plan again. You see, the plans are changing. So we have all the time. We have some plans, but there are some unpredictable occasional or the circumstances they're coming into the way. Yes, the plan was to turn pro in 2021. Still in amateurs, which is completely okay. I still feel that I still should have another 2 or 3 fights at least, in amateurs before I turn pro. So I'm just following up the plan, which was built 2 years ago. But yes, it has been delayed because of pandemic. But I haven't really stopped training through the pandemic.
Yeah.
I kept training all the time. I had the good lads which I was training with. One of them is Thomas Siganik. He's back home now. He's holding a title of cage. My apologies. Clan Wars.
Yeah.
He went back home in June this year, but he was one of the biggest warriors I had around. So he kept pushing me all the time. So we kept training even through the pandemic. There was no stop for me. And the only stop was that we couldn't compete. But as I was saying, even I had an interview with Emmanuel, like my fight in IUR with Dennis Frimpong, that was my 5th camp in one fight. If it makes it, because I know that like the lads from Cage Legacy, they were trying to run the shows 4 times since pandemic. All of them were unfortunately canceled. They were just unlucky, and I completely understand it. It's just unpredictable circumstances which no one could expect. So now hopefully this Saturday we will finally be able to walk into the Cage Legacy cage. It's gonna be my premiere as well, so I can't wait. But anyway, no, the pandemic didn't really play a big role in my preparation. Maybe it has just delayed the opportunity to fight, but it gave me some time to get more ready or to train more or
Yeah.
to improve what I do.
So do you think you sharpened more of your tools and that you think you learned a bit more with that time period then, and it might then benefit you? And then obviously the fights, you want to go pro then next year. And then hopefully you're going to go into the new year as a double champ of 2 promotions.
That's the hope. Look, I'm staying humble. This is as I already said. This is MMA. Some people, they're like, oh, like you should be confident and everything. I am confident, but I still respect it, and I don't underestimate any of my opponents. Anyone who is walking into the cage with me, I have a respect for him.
Yeah.
Because it's a big thing. Like 90% of people, they don't even start training. And then 10% they are training, and then 5% of them, they really go and they compete, and 2% of them are successful. Okay, I don't know if my maths are correct, but that's just the way as I see the things. So I do have respect for everyone who is there with me, but I know what to do. I'm turning into different mode when I'm there. I'm very friendly guy in person. Just because I'm smiling and easy to talk to doesn't mean that,
Yeah.
I just don't want to talk again. I like to show instead of talking. So, I don't know what to say more about this anyway. So hope everyone will tune up on Saturday, and we will see who's the champion of
It was good.
79.4. Yeah.
It's good. It's going to be a good one. Do you study your opponents beforehand, or do you just go in with your own game plan?
I usually don't watch the fights of my opponents prior, I always have a look on it. You see, now recently with Troy, I've seen his fights. I know he likes to scrap. He's very rounded. He can go up, down. He's a good striker. He has a long reach. He has a good conditioning. He kind of keep the same pace from the start till the end of the fight. But I trust my skills, my coaches as well. So we do have a game plan for this fight. Absolutely, I know what I should do from the first second. It's not just kind of I know what to do. You see, but then on the other side, you have to taste what's there, and then you have to adapt. So I won't be surprised, I won't be shocked if the things will go different way. We will take it as it is, and we will still go for a win anyway. That's my mentality, and I really want that win, so I'll do whatever it takes to get it.
Perfect. You're asking for someone who's such a savage. You're so humble and so nice until Saturday. But no, it's been very good talking to you. I gotta be there Saturday. Hopefully, I'm nearly sure I'm gonna be there. So
I hope so.
because
You should be there because you are part of this MMA business. It's just same as Emmanuel, but I think so. You're doing a great job as well. I see, just looking on your site that you're investing a lot of time into it. So you should be allowed, definitely. If I should say some word, maybe towards Declan or the
um
owners of the Cage Legacy, I would be really happy if we will have you around. So obviously, based on your personal
yeah.
plans.
I did get a voice message the other day to say that to come up to the fights, whatever, because you've seen I've been doing the promo videos and stuff like that.
Excellent,
Because,
excellent.
yeah, because you're one of the names when I first got in was being thrown around, and I was like, who is this guy? Who is this guy? And then I went and looked, and I seen you fought Dennis, who was I've had messages back and forth. Dennis, he's a good guy. He's long. So for a grappler, he's got good enough striking as well. And Troy looks like a big boy as well, doesn't he? Troy looks he's not long, but he looks built.
Well, obviously, I was like, it's a different weight class because I was fighting like Dennis. Dennis is with Dennis the fight was 73.5 kg. With
Yeah,
with Troy the fight is 79.4. So I believe that Troy is gonna be bigger and heavier.
yeah,
Which again, I'm gonna be bigger and heavier,
bigger and heavier.
and you will see that on the video that I'm better version of myself than you saw me last fight. Okay, so that's again, if we are coming back to you where you were asking me if I watch the fights of my opponents, you know I'm always a better version of myself than I was the previous fight. So for me, watching someone fighting even 2 weeks ago, it doesn't really matter. He's gonna do the same this fight. He could be working on something which he didn't like that fight, and he could improve. So I want,
Yeah,
I don't want to be judging someone just because I saw something, in previous fight. The same, I know what I've done wrong or not right the last fight, and that has been improved. And I'm gonna be a different Maga this time, and you can count on that.
perfect. Do you study yourself? Do you study yourself after the fight through footage to look and see what you did wrong, or
Hundred
do you
percent,
just
100%.
yeah,
I study myself, but also I listen to my coaches. I like Dylan Sheehan. He is a person. He's with me since day one. Like that man invested so many hours into my training that I can't thank him enough. For all the time he spent with me. Also, I would like to thank Kieran O'Brien. He's my striking coach. He used to fight in Cage Warriors back in the days when Connor was number one. He was number three. Something personal happened to him. I just don't want to be talking about this right now.
yeah?
So
That's
he couldn't fight anymore. But he's still animal, and he still knows what to do. And again, I have a lot of sparring partners, a lot of lads around. I have James Brennan. He just came back from Korea. He was training with lads which are in UFC, which are fighting in the one championships. They're the championship fights. So I have a good team around, same as Troy. So that's why I'm even more
yeah.
excited, about this fight, because I believe that this fight is going to bring. I believe we should be number one. We should be the main event of the night, because we are
Are
going to
you
bring. We I
you
but
only the co-main?
I think so. Yeah, but I saw the fight card, and we were second last. So yes, we were co-main. But like Declan, if you're watching that, give us number one, because I'm telling you, this is gonna be something which should be on the first place anyway. But look, again, talk. We can be talking, but the night's gonna show.
Yeah.
So
And with this one being welterweight, and then for the tournament in IRU, I believe is lightweight. Is it? Is it lightweight?
It is. It is. This is actually super welterweight because
Super welterweight.
welterweight is 77 kilo. This is
Yeah.
79.4, and then yes, the IUR is going to be lightweight. So I need
So,
to.
cut. And how big of a cut is that? A difficult cut for you?
That you know you see that the difference in it is in the weigh-ins. So this time uh, because of because the weigh-in is on the day,
Okay.
I can't be really cutting off cutting down the weight on the water. You see, so
Yeah.
no water cut. But for IUR, because the weigh-ins are gonna be night before or day before, I can go into the sauna or I can sweat out some waters, which will really help me. So obviously I'll need to diet. I was really I was putting on weight at the moment, not really putting on weight, but I wasn't really watching myself.
Okay.
I was still eating clean. I'm not like a pizza or a chip guy, because I know that if I eat pizza and I go training another day, I don't feel right.
Yeah.
So I still like my food, but I watch what I'm eating. And yeah, so this fight I was trying to maintain the weight, or maybe kind of keep it up. The fight in IOR is going to be a bit I won't say tough, but I will need to watch my weight, in sense I will need to diet a bit, maybe come down to 76 and a half, 76 kilo, and then do about 6 kilo on water day before, and you can count it that'll be about 77, 78 the following day anyway. So I don't really have a problem with the weight cuts. It's always tough, but I believe that that's the part of the fight, and I enjoy it.
Yeah.
So
So no,
yeah,
I was just wondering because that's because the weight difference is huge, and you do see a lot of it, especially in the UFC. A lot of people missing weight and having problems. So from my side, I've never fought, I've never had to cut weight. So I was just looking to get your perspective on what a weight, especially because you're going from super welterweight to lightweight in what about 5 weeks time, how tough that would be.
5 weeks. Yeah, it won't be easy. Like if I say now, right now, it's gonna be easy, it won't be easy. I know I'm gonna struggle a bit, but I'm gonna do it, because that's the part of the fight, and that's the part of the preparation. And I like to come and be prepared. I don't like to miss the weight, because
Yeah,
in my opinion, missing the weight, and especially in those leagues like UFC, or like, I just can't get it. How how they can miss the weight. Sure, they have a huge team around, like they have people which are looking after the diets, they have a trainers, and so on. But yes, again, look, this is a human body. We don't know if they were injured, if they could train, and all of that. We don't see, we don't see in the background of the person. So look, all respect to everyone. And even if they come up, is many times you see them standing there, and they're hardly standing, like, because they're after.
yeah,
And that's exactly when you lose a lot on the water. So if the water cut is brutal, then people are, like, can pass out. And so I always try to keep my water cut on not more than 10% of my body weight. They are
yeah.
saying that that's kind of the healthy limit. So that's just what I'm trying to, and even with my coaches, that's what I'm trying to watch out for. And yeah, the rest is the diet anyway, like to kind of get down the body fat and unnecessary muscles as well. Sometimes that can be a problem.
Oh, perfect. So you've got this fight, the IRU, then you're hoping to get the one in Slovakia. I've seen you fought twice there already in Slovakia. That's obviously your home country, yes?
Yes, yes. Look, I was born in Slovakia. My father is from Ingushetia, from the same area as Dagestan or Chechnya. So I'm half Ingush and half Slovakian. My mom is from Slovakia. I kind of feel myself more as an English than Slovakian, obviously, but I do accept both gens and both genetics, and I think
Yeah,
that this is just giving me something extra, something which the guys or the men from each of the countries, if they're straight or clean blooded, they don't have. But yes, I fought twice in Slovakia. I was living in Partizanske for a couple of years. I met this man, Marek Herda. He is the promoter of the show. And yes, he gave me opportunity twice to fight in his show. It would be more, but unfortunately, yeah, because the pandemic, we couldn't really travel. But
Yeah.
he still keep running the shows. He have few shows in the year. Um, I think so. He's running another one now on the 30th of October, which I'm obviously not making. But yeah, I'm hoping there will be another one towards the end of the year. Maybe if you would like to travel with us and have a bit of trip, we
I,
can
that,
we can
that would
absolutely we
that
can
would be
organize
nice.
that.
I'd have to try to book it. Around Christmas. I work in retail, so around Christmas I'm not getting time.
It
No
will
way.
it more likely will be like when he's running shows is about the 20th, 21st of December.
Oh,
Usually
Christmas week? No way. I'd get
Christmas
Christmas
week.
off. But I leave my job and come back after. I actually
That's
work for Andreas at the rivals for who Andreas works for. I work for Diddle. He works for Aldi. So
okay,
we'll have
okay.
so
Look,
um
if not personally, you can be with us virtually, digitally.
yeah,
So
yeah. If you do go over, you can ring me. I'm gonna be in contact with you after this, with everything that's going on. So I'm gonna be like every show that's going on. I'm gonna try to be involved in. If I'm not gonna be at it, I'm gonna try to do interviews like this. I'm gonna still do all the highlight stuff and that, because I really got really interested in it. And there was a few names that popped up, like you, Andreas. There was a couple from Galway that popped up straight away. Ger Jones, Tara McConway, that I found out straight away. Then once I started looking to the scene, the regional scene here is amazing, at the minute, and it's just blowing up. And the talents like yourself, and all the people at amateur, it's not like an amateur level. It seems that the improvement in MMA seems to be huge over the past couple of years. So
no, I'll be honest. Just to compare the amateur, the amateur level here in Ireland is really really high. There is a lot of amateurs at the moment in the the amateur scene in here in Ireland, which I personally think they should not be amateurs anymore. There was a time for them to turn pro, not like a month ago, but like years ago. Some of them I won't be naming them. I
yeah,
don't really know why is that. I don't think you need 20 or 30 fights as an amateur. um I believe that at least 10 fights, that's something which is, 9 or 10 fights, depends how successful you are. But
yeah,
that's kind of a goal everyone should have, like turning pro after two amateur fights. Just because you have beaten someone who was 0-0 or 1-0 doesn't really prove that you are ready. Okay.
yeah,
But if you have those shots, like the title shots, or you're fighting someone who is here around for a few years, and he fought someone who is, currently maybe a pro. In that case, I think you should consider yourself as ready, and you should go for
yeah,
that pro. So you see, it's all about the personal kind of feeling. And again, it comes down to a gym and trainers, because they are the
yeah.
ones which are around you all the time, and they see if you're ready or not. So yeah, anyway, um
Do you
I'm
think
look
a loss? Oh, sorry. Go
yeah,
ahead.
no worries.
No, do you think a loss, losing an amateur is very beneficial for an amateur going forward for a pro? You think like if you got losses during your amateur, that's much better than, like you said, maybe winning all your fights and going pro straight away?
Dave, this is a lovely question. This is a great point. I think that losing 5 or 6 fights in the amateur from 8 fights is better than winning 8 fights and losing two. Because
Yeah,
once you're losing, that's gonna really stick in your head, and you're really gonna work on, what you are not. But if you have lucky fights, and you can win, first round or second round, or something happens and you're just lucky and you win, that can kind of, you might be feeling that, okay, I'm ready, but you don't really improve, those little details, which the when you lose, that's gonna show you, okay, these are the gaps. This is something I have to work on. And that happened to me. I have two losses. I have two losses for so far. If another one, if another one will come in, I will welcome it, and I will definitely work on why that loss was, why I have lost. If in the
Yeah,
sense, So yes, I think so. I think in the amateurs you should take as many fights as you can without
yeah,
really preparing yourself. Like obviously you have to be ready, but don't be afraid of losing. I would like to say all the amateur fighters or everyone who is starting, on all the lads which just done their novice competition, go out and fight. Go into the amateur and fight. There is a ref. He's gonna fight. He's gonna stop the fight. If the ref sees you that you're out, he's gonna stop the fight. He's not gonna let someone beating you up. Obviously, yes, we are playing with our lives. Like, you can get an unlucky shot which can concuss you for a while. You can get a concussion. You won't be able to train for a month, 2 or 3. Listen, we all signed for this. That's the part of the game. But if you really want to do it, go and fight, and lose and fail, and then come back and improve where you fail, and that's how you can get ready. Okay, if that's really something which you would like to do for future. So that's my message anyway, for anyone who is looking on the video right now and is struggling, is thinking, oh, should I be ready? Should I maybe run more, and should I have better conditioning and all of that? Just go in, fight, and you will see what that's going to bring.
perfect. That's very good advice, especially for someone, because no one that succeeded has never failed in
True,
life.
true.
Anyone, whether it's businessmen, everything, they've always failed once, and then and then a person who succeeded is someone who failed and never gave up. That's what it is. So at the end of the day, you've got really good advice, especially for amateurs going in there. That's really good. One more question before I let you go. At lightweight or welterweight, any fighter in the world that you'd love to fight, not out of hate or out of admiration, is there anyone stylistically that you'd like to fight, whether he be in UFC, Bellator 1? Is there someone that you maybe fought before and would like to fight again to get a win back?
I don't I can't say a person, you see, because even when I'm fighting someone, it's not really a person I'm fighting. It's just a
Yeah.
body. It's just a body there, which is there because
Okay.
the promoters have matched the fight. I don't
Okay.
really have like, as long that person is not starting any personal beef towards me. In that case, okay, it can turn a bit of, it can turn and be a bit personal. But no, I don't really know. Like, I would like to fight the best guys. I would like to fight the guys which are the best, which are considered the best. Okay, now at the
Yeah.
moment in the amateurs, I would like to fight the best. And then if I'll turn pro, obviously I can't be calling for the best fights after first
Yeah.
pro fight. I would have to bite my tongue to be saying that. So I'll stay humble. I will earn my credit, and once I'll be ready, and once I'll feel I'm ready, then I will start calling for the best guys. And another thing which I would like to say, and another message there, I started training when I was pretty late. I started training when I was 27. Okay, I'm
Okay.
31 right now. Okay, and I'm still in amateurs. Um, there are lads which they have achieved like the top of their career in the age when I just start training MMA. You see, but
Yeah.
don't take me wrong. I'm not doing it for someone else or to prove something to someone else. It's just I would like people to understand that it's never too late. Like, if someone is saying that, oh, I can't start training right now, or I can't start competing because it's too late, or I'm too old, that's not, just erase that from your mind. Okay, if you have another excuses, I can't, I won't be changing your mind. But the
Yeah.
age or the actual the if you're late or you're early, that's, for me, this doesn't play a big role in any sport. If, as long you feel good, as long you want it, you should go for it. So if you will keep watching me, keep watching my career, and how far I'll get, and then we can talk again, and hopefully I'll be able to back up what I said right now, and send the same message again with
Yeah. No problem.
with a bigger value. Yeah.
It's Yeah, no, you're giving some really good advice there. You're giving really good advice to people there. I'd like to wish you luck coming up on Saturday. I should see you there. There's nearly a 100% chance I'm going to be there. I will be following you after this. I'll go back and forth talking to you with whatever you're doing because you've been very good to me, very open and very accommodating for me. So I'd like to thank you. I'd like to thank you for coming on, and I will see you Saturday. And best of luck.
Absolutely. And Hasbullah, I would like to also say that Hasbullah also appreciate all your work and whatever you're doing right now, okay? Because we all need, even if we are amateurs, we all need recognition. So thank you very much for all what you're doing, and just keep it up, all right? Whatever is going to happen, just stay there and be with us. And again, looking to see you on Saturday, and we will have a chat. Go on,
I
buddy.
will.
All right.
I will. Thank you very much, and I will see you on Saturday.
Back my face. Go on. Have a good evening.
You too. Thank you very much.
All the best. Be good.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.